Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a little shop update lifetime share for you. I don't know what to call these videos. I guess they're shop updates. Where do I begin? I have a new kit. I've been doing some stuff. So I did manage to finish successfully Cindy's mass make March. I did technically finish it 4 days into April, but I didn't start it until like a week into March, so I feel like that's fair. So I have all those videos done. I think a couple more is still rolling out as we speak. I think there's one more left. And then there's a recap of all the ephemera. So if you wanted to see the ephemera that got made, I made all of it during Storycraft, and then I'm going to share it all as close to live action as you can get because it's in the past, but I recorded it. You know how videos work. So that's going to be coming up soon here, probably within the next week. You're going to get a recap of all the ephemera that I made. We'll talk about my experience there, and then yeah, I'm just going to keep rolling through making these like cosmic journals. But I figured since I was in the cosmic mindset already, having spent, you know, a month and more now because it's mid-April, working on the ephemera for this, like using all my cosmic papers, I would make a cosmic kit because in my pursuit of making every type of celestial kit possible, I don't have one that's like standard galaxy cosmic. So yeah, we're here in standard cosmic galaxy territory. It's not very standard because of course I went a little bit witchy with it. Not super witchy, but a little bit witchy. So this is my cosmic witch kit, and it'll already be in the shop if you're watching this video. This is just my run through for you guys because I know that some of you guys like to see it a little bit video-y before you purchase, and I like to make these videos. So here we go. As always, I started with the first page that I made because I like you guys to see where I started and then see how I ended up. I don't put these in the order of how I created them, just the first page first. So like you'll see where I went with. But I was really excited to use these backgrounds, these like nebula type backgrounds, and just sort of tie it in together with, of course, watercolor because I love watercolor. But I found this beautiful graphic of this girl, and like, first of all, as a person of color, I love to see people of color in my graphics, and this one was predominantly people of color, so I was like, yes, must get. I love this. She's beautiful. So this is where I started. There's some nice journaling space here, this really great like space background, and then like just some fun like doodly elements to sort of bring it all together. Hold on, let me change my filming because I'm standing and recording this, and this is very awkward, so hold on. Okay, sorry, weirdest cut ever for you guys, but I am much more comfortable than I was before. I had been sitting for a while, so I wanted to record standing, but then it was weird to be an arm's length away from all this stuff. So now we're closer, and hopefully that's better for everybody involved. I really need to get like one of those risers so I can just stand and record, because I think that would just be beneficial overall. But anyways, here's our first page. Here's this lovely girl and this great space background. And then how I always do this with like no plan on where to put the papers when I'm done. Hold on. And then we have this great like center page spread. I love this. There's like a little tiny bit of tarot aspect to this kit. So we have the really great like space background, and then I put some of these doodlies back in there, and we just have some like really great like eye-popping graphics. I really love the colors in this kit, you guys. Like, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up very well, but it's such a vibrant, like bold color kit that I'm just like in love with it. I really am embracing this like colorway. I love these hands. It's just a really like fun kit, and I tried to keep it so there was lots of writing space. As you can see, we hit like this tarot element. So here is the moon tarot card, and then there's like space to journal over here with this really cool like crystal charm. And then, of course, you can't do the moon without the sun. And then, of course, you know, this cat is so cute. So I had to put it on here on the little journaling side. And then we have the sun tarot card here. And you guys can see, like, it just takes up a whole spread by itself. And I just love that. I love that it's the full page. It's got the watercolor element in the background. So does the moon. And there's some, like, constellations hanging out back here as well. let me get to the first, I'm going to call it a background page because I did a couple, but I feel like some more of the pages that I didn't particularly design mindfully as backgrounds could also be backgrounds. So this would be a background page with some little journaling space here in the watercolor element spot. I just love this. It's like a mixture of like cosmic watercolor meets like pop art a little bit because it's just so bold. I love it. Look at how pretty the galaxies are, you guys. I don't know if anybody else went through like a galaxy phase. I did, and then I never stopped. I just always find myself drawn to this sort of look. And there's like this little bottle of crystals. Another one of these beautiful women just sort of hanging out here being cosmic goddesses. And I love that. And then we have this other page, which would work as a really good background page too, I think. It says stars can't shine without darkness. And it's just this really pretty like pattern over the top of this. And then there's like this whole spray of color with Saturn hanging out back here, or some other ringed cosmic planet. Oh my god, words are really hard. And then we have this really great little like journaling spot page with this like cosmic coffee. I love that. I just, guys, I can't even express to you. They're looking a little bit duller, honestly, via my camera. So, like, the saturation is not turned up on my camera today. But in real life, these are really saturated and really pretty. And I love them. And then we have this, like, far out space girl, like, exploring the galaxy. And then, like, I kind of like to imagine that she's, like, meeting this space goddess. Like, oh my god. Moment. That she's meeting this space goddess who's like, hey, look at this planet I just made. You know, like, she's just having this, like, outworld intergalactic encounter, and it's just so cool, and I love the way this looks. And then we have another background type page for journaling. You can see there's, like, a little planchette and a little alchemy book here. So, like, it's witchy adjacent, I think. It's pretty witchy. There's some witchy stuff here, some little spell potion bottle type things, but it's not like super in your face witchy, and I really like that for this particular kit. It's a good breakaway from that. And then we have this one. I love like the purples and the blues here together, and it says dreams don't work unless you do, and then it has this little cauldron with like a little offering bowl in it. Super neat. And I love like how the watercolor looks up against this. Like, it really does look like you just painted over the galaxy. Or I did, because I made this. And we got our little crystals back here. And then another one of these really great pages. So yeah, there's tons of journaling space in this one. I think I was more mindful of journaling space than I normally am. Which is, I guess, saying something. This one says, don't forget to believe in your dream. And it's got like a little constellation on it. Really pretty stuff here. And we have another one of our space goddess girlies and the moon with this like little mountain doodle back here. And I really love this like wave doodle. I wanted to put it on everything, but I was like, stop yourself, don't do that. And then we have this little like galactic fortune teller, and she's here with like a flower and a skull, which I think is very appropriate for like space, like how close you are to death in space, but also like just like the balance of life and death. I don't know. I was really, like, overthinking that. But it is what it is, right? And then we have this really great, like, witchy girly. Right here, and I added these wings behind her. And there's a big wash of watercolor across the page. And a little, like, meteor just chilling out here. And a little space in a jar. And I love the colors of this, like, nebula. It's so pretty. Like, the colors are just so vibrant. And then here's the last background page. I printed this as an extra. But this is the last little background. It makes a really great, like, full page spread, but also just as, like, a half page. Like, that's really great. And then you can just journal over the top. But I love the little mothling background on this little spacey thing. And the colors are really cool. Also, this just looks like little alien fingerprints. But that's, that was in the little nebula. And then, of course, this kit came with a add-on. With all the ephemera bits. So we have some tabs, some labels, a couple banners. I didn't put any words on these one this time because I wanted to leave space for you guys to put your own shit on there. But I do love this. I really love how this came out. And I think this would look really great layered up. And we have, of course, our beautiful little space girl here. And then we got an envelope with this really great pattern. And then a couple of little tiny tags with little words on them. So you did get some words from me. And then a couple of circular tabs. And Like, I just loved this moon. I wish there were more elements like this in the graphics that I got, but there wasn't. But I did use this moon quite a bit because I did love it. And we got a little Saturn, little space. We have another envelope. This time with the little crystal jar here, and then a couple of little tiny pockets. I got 2 jumbo-sized tags. I picked my favorite sort of layouts to do these big tags with. And then we have some file folders, and I love these. They're so like funky. They're kind of like a mix like between modern and retro a little bit with the way that like this design is. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you see it. It's a little bit like retro inspired, and I love it. And then we have a large tuck spot pocket here with the moon card, and then 2 belly bands, and then a little cosmic coffee label, and a little cosmic moth there. That's the full picture of the moth. And then I'm knocking stuff over back here. We got some corner tucks. So there's 2 large ones, 2 small ones, and then a couple more of these page flags, banner flags, whatever they're called, flags. This candle here, so you can get a little bit witchier if you want. And then we have a large envelope. And I love this background pattern, and then I love, like, I put the nebula into the card, and so it's like a tarot space card, and I love that. I love how pretty that is. I love the colors for this kit so much. It just fulfills all of those, like, galaxy girly needs. And then we have a couple of these little chunky tags, and this one has, like, a little checklist back there, and then this one says notes. And then this one has like a grid pattern with a little mandrake root, and it says magic plans. And then we have another one for the alchemy book with the alchemy little tab there and a little space to like add something here. I love those. And then I have the old file. I need to update this file. Because I did the tickets, but I didn't do them this time. Oh my god. Embarrassing. Be back. Okay, via the editing of Movie Magic, we have returned, and I have fixed this by uploading the correct file and reprinting it. So, thanks for catching that for me, you guys. I really appreciate it. It would have been really embarrassing if I put it in my shop like this, because I do these videos before I put it in the shop. Quality control, quality checking. I am a professional. At any rate, so on this page we have a little coin style envelope with this really cool like little nebula galaxy test tube, and then we have our tickets appropriately decorated, and then we have a trifold tag, a triptych little style tag if you will, and I love doing these, and I love using them, so like twofer. And I really love this one. I love this little space girl. She's just really pretty. She's just really pretty, and I think she looks really great against that little moth background. And then we have some more jumbo cards this time, and we got our little galactic girl here, and I did get to use the little swirly doodle, and that's the ice cream truck, guys. My window's closed, but it's the loudest ice cream truck ever, so we're just gonna wait for a second. Alright, so if this is not like the weirdest cut video I've ever put together. So I did get to use that little swirly doodle on this one, and that did bring me a lot of joy to like work it in through her as she's just hanging out here in this like cosmic spacey way, floating through the galaxy, being amazing. Then we have our crystal ball here again with that moth again and those cool hands, and this time it says see you on the inside there. So love how these came out. And then I think this is the last piece of the add-on kit. It is 3 jumbo-sized tags, and they have some spacey quotes on them. This one says, everything you'll ever need to know is within you. The secrets of the universe are imprinted on the cells of your body, by Dan Millman. This one says, we are part of this universe. We are in this universe. But perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us, by Neil deGrasse Tyson. And this last one says, The universe is made of stories, not of atoms. Muriel Rukeyser. And I love these. I hope I said her last name correctly, because, oh gosh, that was a tough one. I just really love how this came out. I really like, I didn't even think about it when I was like putting this together. I noticed it after I printed this. Just like this little bit here about it being atoms, and then these little tiny like planets back here kind of looking like atoms or like cells of the body. So I thought that was just a really neat like bit of this kit, and I really love how these tags came out. So that's the end of the add-on, and then of course we have some extras because I felt inspired, I felt called to do so. So if you were watching Storycraft, you did see me use these as one of the prompts for Cindy's Mass Make March. And this is just a set of Rolodex cards with the constellations. I just picked a couple of like fun ones, and then I drew out the little shape that they're supposed to make, and then put them inside I put the constellation inside the drawing in the way that it's supposed to be like depicted, and then tried to pick out like the major stars too. So you'll see some of the stars are bigger and smaller. Like some of them have like actual major named stars in them. So I tried to do that, and it was really fun to just get like a little bit nerdy with my like digital and pull up these like constellations and put them together. And I just really love them. I think they're really fun. They have this like really great background that I painted myself, so that's also fun. And I don't know, I just thought it was like a little fun thing, a little extra fun thing to add to this whole spacey thing, as some of the constellations that we're constantly looking at and maybe don't really know that well. And then of course, because I felt so compelled after getting the quotes for the major tags, I got a bunch more universe type quote tags. So we have some fun ones, some sciencey ones, some sort of like wistful, fantastical ones here by tons of people, and of course another one by Neil deGrasse Tyson because I'm obsessed with that man. But yeah, we got a couple from some authors. We got Nikola Tesla, Lao Tzu, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and the Buddha, all talking about the universe. So there is just a page of these really great longer format style quotes. And then you can't do the cosmos without doing moon phases, right? Like, you got to. So we have a galactic themed moon phase, and I love these. I think they make really great like embellishments and toppers and stuff. I cannot wait to use them. I already know what I'm going to use them for. But yeah, just some fun moon phases as a fun little bit of ephemera. And of course, since we're talking about the stars, I had to do a full set of Zodiac Rolodex cards, and these ones have the dates for each of the signs, as well as a couple of positive traits about each one, and I think they're just fun, especially if you're really into astrology, to have something like this for one of your books. And then going more into the realm of things that I also painted, I painted a bunch of planets. So we have this, I'm calling it the Heavenly Body set. And I just wanted some like fun planetary things that I could like cut out real quick and stick into space journals because I'm working on a space journal. So I painted up a couple of different type of planets. There are 2 pages you get with this kit. So you get the planets in our solar system and the heavenly bodies, because Pluto and the moon are on here. Always a planet to me. Hashtag never forget Pluto. But I tried to keep them sort of to scale, but not like 1-to-1, like matching scale, because that was insanity. But I tried to keep them sort of in the thread of how they look throughout. So of course the sun is the biggest, and then you have Jupiter and Saturn being also fairly large, and then like Neptune, Uranus, not Neptune, yeah, well, I mean, kind of, but like Venus and Uranus are kind of on the same size as like Earth a little bit. They're a little bit closer in scale. And then Neptune and Mars come in next, and then you've got Mercury, Pluto, and the moon, and I'm pretty sure Mercury is actually a little bit smaller, but I wanted a bigger Mercury, so it is how it is. Mercury is slightly bigger than Pluto, so it still counts as a planet for some reason, but so it is pictured bigger here as well. Yeah, this was just fun. It was just fun to like spend my time being like, how much bigger is the Earth than, Mars, and how much like is Jupiter bigger than Saturn? Like one of those weird things where like I know my Google was like, what is she doing? Like I'm trying to figure out how to keep these in sort of a scale. So these I tried to keep like sort of matching their element and meaning colorways. So like you'll see like Mars is of course red, Mercury is also red, but Venus, the planet of love, is pink, you know, so I tried to keep it kind of closer to its meaning astrologically versus their actual appearance, because some of these planets aren't cute in real life. I do really love how these came out. I really love just the watercolor feel of each of them, so that was a really fun thing to like work on and paint. And then I did this set trying to expand on like sort of the more vintagey like colorway by having some vintage color planets. Why can't I talk right now? Planets. Damn it. So at any rate, so there are some vintagey colored ones, and then of course I went like the full poppy color because it matches the kit. So we have some like really bright colored planets. We got some Mystery Planet X here. And then I wanted a giant red planet, so we have a giant red planet, and we also have an orange one. And I just really love how these came out. They're really fun. It was fun to like play with the textures and stuff here, and I think they're gonna make literally like really great little embellishments and pops. And then like you can do all sorts of stuff with this. Like you don't just have to like decorate things. They can work in collages. You could turn like this into like a corner tuck and just, you know, shoom shoom. But like now it's the sun, and you just have some cool like textures and colors to work with in a circular shape. So that is the Heavenly Bodies little extra. And then we have another word sheet, because of course we do. So this one, I forgot what I'm calling it. I could look it up. I did look it up. This is the Night Sky word page set kit page. It's a page of night sky words. So there are a bunch of definitions for things that have to do with things that you would find in the night sky, such as the moon. There's some galaxy stuff here. There is some new moon stuff, stars. There's some just like some interesting little ones about the moon, like a moon wake is when the moon's reflection on the water seems to follow you as you walk, which is neat. There's also some space ones. There's some like nighttime darkness sort of deal. So like a good range of things that occur in the night sky or adjacent to the night sky. And then I got some really fun quotes here. You know, I'm not going to say this property out loud, but you see. And then, I got some Sally Ride, some song like lyrics, and just some really fun little words. There's like once in a blue moon of all different like shapes and sizes. Well, the same shape relatively, right? Because they're all rectangles, but different sizes, which I really love these. I'm really having fun making this like style of word sheet because I think they're really diverse, and then they lend to having a lot of use. If you need just something little teeny tiny like embellishment, you got one. If you need a big giant one, you got one. If you need something in between, you got it. So it's on here. And these are just really fun to make, and like I had a good time making these, so really excited to drop that. And then the last thing I have is another goddess bundle, because I loved this so much I couldn't like skip this. So I did a Goddess of the Stars, and just look how pretty she is. This is the cover sheet. So pretty, and I love it. And yeah, I had to blow it up, and then I gave her tattoos because, you know, of course. So I added in some stars, and there's a little flower back here, and of course the moth tattoo. So I gave her some tattoos because I think the star goddess is tattooed. I think that's canon. I'm deciding. But yeah, I loved the stuff that I used in the main kit so much that I wanted to turn it into a goddess kit. And if you missed it in my last shop update, all the goddess pages used to be like individually pieced out, and then there was also a bundle if you wanted to just buy the whole bundle, because Etsy charges me stupid fees. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not piecing them out, so sorry about that. If you like to buying them piecemeal, they're only going to be available in the bundles going forward, but don't worry, because the bundles, like other things in my shop, also go on sale. So like you'll still get the same awesome discount, even more so because the bundle was at a cheaper price than buying all the pieces like individually anyways. So you still get all the goods for the good price. It just, I can't afford to like continue to pay Etsy. I paid stupid fees last year, and I cried when I did my taxes a little bit. So this is the cover sheet, and we move outside of that realm. And then, of course, it comes with some stationery pages. So we have this really great set with this really great graphic I love. brain frozen. So yeah, there's a really great lined page, and then of course all the stationery sheets themselves come with a blank, and I really love the blanks, you guys. Like, there's something about like white against galaxy print that I just really like appreciate visually. So I printed out all of the blank versions of this. Usually I only print the one just to show you guys what like the ink saving option is, but I love this so much I printed all of them out. So there's those. And then we have this one with this little moon in a bottle. And this great galaxy behind it. Like, I love it. So beautiful. And then the blank, which also really serves like it works. It really works. And so I really love that. I think because the graphics I used are so bold, it just really stands out on its own. And then we have this like big open space stationery page with a little goddess of the stars here. And I just love how her hair is like going both ways. Just so cool. And then the blank version, also very cool. And then you get the 4 journaling cards. So there is a sheet of decorated journaling cards. And I kept these ones a little bit more spell bodily, potion bodily focused, because that's what I use index cards for, our recipe type thing. So I wanted to keep them that way. And then you get the blank version to either attach to the back as backings or just to decorate your own. And then the ice cream truck is back. So hold on. Okay, so I was going to wait till it's gone, but like, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's playing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which like, I don't know if you've ever seen all those like horror shorts with the ice cream man, but like, I think there's even like a Charmed episode with an evil ice cream man, and it just makes me think about that when it plays like lullabies. So I just wanted to pop in and say that real quick, because I was just thinking about how sinister lullabies sound coming out of an ice cream truck. Now that I've seen all those scary movie things. Oh my god, that took forever. There's not even any kids here. Like, it was just a bunch of adults at the ice cream truck, which like I appreciate, but also at the same time I was like, go already, go buy your own ice cream at the store. Like, what are you guys doing? But, you know, I appreciate it. Also, if anyone wanted to start, like, an adult ice cream truck where they just came out with, like, gelato and wine, that would be awesome. And also, apologies, because I always do these shop updates, and, like, I always think I'm going to be, like, super professional and on top of it, and, like, here's my kit, and in and out, and we're done, and, like, less than 10 minutes. And I never am. They're the most unhinged things possible, and I don't understand why, but here we are. So back to the Goddess of the Stars kit. It comes with this really great, like, galaxy feather envelope with this really cool, like, creeping in nebula. And then another set of envelopes we have. So we have some of these little tiny, like, petition style envelopes, and then this larger envelope with a nice big label to write on. And then we have some journaling cards. I love how pretty and vibrant this is. But yeah, we have a nice long one here with these roses, which are really nice. A little tarot card one, a little Saturn one. And then, of course, I could not, you thought I was not going to use that cat again, but I did. I used the kitty cat again. So here is our little kitty cat hanging out on this card. And we have a nice little long card here. I love these. I love how versatile they are, but I also love that they come like in different orientations, so that you get some multi-directional use out of them. And then on this, we have some of these little, like, straightforward tags that are nicely decorated. So you got some, like, more graphic images and some more doodly images. And these are, like, my favorite ones from the set that I got. Really love that. There's our Mr. Moon guy again. Love it. And then because I loved the background so much, I kept them in here as, like, a surprise little bonus. So usually in all the goddess kits, there's, like, a bonus envelope. You still get a bonus envelope, but this time you also get a bonus set of tags, because I just loved these galactic tags. They'll make really great backings for those tags, but also just to like decorate on or use as plain tags. Love them, so I left them as a bonus for this kit. And then we have some cabinet cards. I love these. I love this one, I think, the best, but I still love them all. Just some fun cabinet cards. And then we have some of these long, like journal spot type tags. So then we have our goddess again, some more moons, this like really pretty heart potion, heart of the galaxy maybe, something cool like that, and some crystals that cool like moon landscape, a really pretty moon girl or space girl, and then a nice little like galaxy flower. And I left the color on these little like journaling spots, and I really love that. Like I think it brings the galaxy a bit more forward. And then finally we have the little bonus envelope that comes with the goddess kit, and this is actually, oh, that was right. This is my favorite nebula of the nebula backgrounds. That's how it looks normally. This was my favorite one, so I made it the bonus envelope because I can, and I wanted an envelope with this background on there, so that's how I did it. And that brings me to the conclusion of all the things that have hit the shop as of the moment you are watching this video. I hope that you guys liked this. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you will check this out and favorite it at the very least if you don't pick it up for yourselves. If you do pick it up, I can't wait to see what you make with it. Let me know what you guys thought of the kits in the comments below. And that's going to be it for me, you guys. I will catch you all in the next one. I appreciate your faces if you made it to the end of the video. And until then, happy crafting. Bye!